Hey everyone, what's up? Brent from Brenspeed. Hey, we were just filming the high mile Mustang video and we're talking about race star wheels. I realized we have 6 or 7 cars in the shop with wheels. So I thought we'd just take a minute and go around and look at each car and see what different type combos everybody's running. Race Star makes wheels, all different sizes, all different styles, and actually different colors. Behind me I have a 3-valve Mustang, and this is one of the more rare wheels you'd see. So here's a 15x10 wheel, but it's actually a bead lock. So if you've seen people at the track where they have the white mark on the side of the tire, and you wonder why they have that, they're actually marking the wheel and the tire also. And when they launch, they'll come back to the pits, they'll look at it, and they'll see if the tire is set different from the wheel. And what you'll find, it's not very hard for that to happen. So a bead lock wheel will keep that tire from rotating, which is going to give you a better 60-foot time. So it's a 15x10 on the back of this. It's a Dark Star wheel, one of my favorites, and it's a bead lock and has a Mickey Thompson tire. This car is running a tire I don't normally run. It's actually called like a bracket tire, and it is a 28x10.5x15. So I think this is a popular tire in the bracket world, or depending on what class you're racing in, you might see a lot of people running this, but you don't see it in a lot of street classes. On the front of this 3-valve, let's see what it has. Now 17-inch wheels have become really popular on the front of Mustangs. This is a 15-inch wheel. So on the front we have a 15-inch Dark Star Race Star wheel, and it's running a 27.5 by 4.5 by 15 Mickey Thompson tire. Now this is called an ET front, and this is again a tire that's set up more for the drag strip. Pretty cool looking. I like the setup on this car. It's not for everyone, but if you have a car that's pretty much designed just for the drag strip, I think you'd really like this setup. I want to go take a walk around the shop because there's so many variety of Race Star wheels in here today. Let's go look at everything we have. So over here we have our 2016 Mustang. This is a 2016 Roush RS3. It's our NMRA car, and I run Dark Stars on this as well. So just like the car you just looked at, this is running a very similar wheel, but it's not running bead locks. So on the front of this, we have a 17-inch Dark Star. Now on this particular application, we have 17 in the front and we have a 17 in the back. If you have a Mustang that has a 6-piston Brembo, you can't get away running the 17. You're gonna have to run an 18-inch front. But because this has the base brakes on this car, or if you ran like a race brake and it's something much smaller, you can totally get away with the 17. On the back, we have a 17 by 9.5-inch wheel. So we have a Mickey Thompson on the back right here as well. Now here's something cool, because you don't see this all the time. Here's a 3-valve Mustang with Dark Star wheels, but this actually has an 18-inch front and an 18-inch rear. Almost everybody runs 17 in the front or a 15-inch rear, but doesn't mean you have to, because this car was designed for more of a street car. We have I think it's like 18 by 9.5 in the rear, and then on the front it has a 18-inch, which is a super cool setup, and it looks really good. And if someone goes to car shows or you don't spend a lot of time in the track, this is like a 700 rural horsepower car, so it's pretty wicked on the street, but it's not a drag only car like a lot of the cars we build. So we do have options for that as well. This is random. So up here we have another car on the left with Race Star wheels, and this car gets driven a lot. So this is a 15-inch Race Star. I'm gonna say from looking at it, it's a 15x10. It has a Hoosier tire on it. I've never used those tires before. I don't know much about them. But again, you have another 3-valve Mustang that's running a 15-inch in the back. Right back behind it, super cool car, GT500. The 13, 14 GT500s have big rear brakes and big front brakes, but this has been converted to an older brake style. So he's actually got a 15-inch, it's probably 15x10 Dark Star on the back. Again, wrapped in a Mickey Thompson tire. I love it. And on a car like this, if you have a 13, 14 GT500, you're gonna have to run an 18-inch front if you're running factory brakes. But if you put smaller race brakes on, you can get away with a 17, maybe even a 15 depending on what you put on. Just want to show you all the random variety of Race Star wheels we have in this shop, and they actually have a lot of different designs. So I showed you polish and dark, and pretty much everything I showed you the same design, but they have other designs as well. And some of these other designs are wheels that you might like, you might not like, but this is really cool to walk around here and look at all the different Racar wheels we have in here. And most of these cars make a lot of power. I mean, I don't think there's a car in here that's making under, 600 real horsepower, except for the high mile Mustang, which is a naturally aspirated car coming in at just over 400. But there's a look, Racar wheels. I hope you enjoyed looking at these things. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. You might have some cool videos we'll be coming out with that you're gonna like to see. Thanks for watching.